up. Right over there.
Hey! We're gonna do night smelt tonight. Expectations are pretty grim. It's been a really bad year for night smelt. It's been a really bad 5 years for night smelt, but I'm gonna go anyway because it's what I do. I wish I felt a little more optimistic about this, but I have a feeling there's no night smelt at all. So I have a sense of where I think they might be, and that's all I'm going on. The only weirdo I ever ran into out here while doing this was I was dipping and I saw the ember of someone's cigarette standing behind me. Huh. And it was just there for a really long time, and I don't think that was a weirdo really, but it was just very strange because, you know, it's like middle of the night.
Say hi if it's nighttime.
Yeah,
say hi.
You know, and I kind of looked up and waved, no response, just a cigarette, and then it was gone. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. That was when I used to do this in the really bad hours.
Okay.
I'm here with Sean and we're out on the beach. We're trying for night smelt. As I said earlier, outside my garage. Basically, you know, the hope here is just to have enough for dinner because it's been really low the last few years. It's been hard to get them. It's like panning for gold, panning for little silver fish in the surf. But we're gonna try it anyway because, you know, the moon is right and we're just gonna do it. So for those of you who have never experienced this before or seen any of my other older videos, we do this with an A-frame dip net, and I'll show some of the specifics of that later on. Okay, let's go get them. It's an A-frame net. I put it together, so I'll do it again. Basically, you just open it up like that, and then you take your cross beam, you put it in the slot, and it stays open. Then we're going to take this, go down to the surf, dip it in as the waves come in, and then you shake all the foam and the sand out of it like that. And then if there's any fish, they dance, you know, you catch them in the front of the net, and then you throw them into the sock. Okay, so after like 40 dips and about a mile of walking, the net came up with a couple of night smelt. So I just stopped immediately and I went back and I got my bucket. Basically what you do when you're doing this is you walk until you find them, and you start finding ones and twos. Hopefully you're at the edge of the school, and then you work your way, keep walking until you're in the middle of the school, and then theoretically you start getting them. But I think it's going to be twos and threes, or ones and zeros. I think that's what it's going to be. But I did get a couple, so because I got the first couple, I'll just put the light on it, and you can see there's my incredibly abundant catch of, oh shit, goddamn, cucumber fish. There's a sand crab full of eggs. Ooh, nice and soft. Lots of soft shell sand crabs right now. We'll throw her back. Anyway, there's my abundant harvest. The guys up in Humboldt are laughing their asses off. I got three night smelt, and I'm like overjoyed. But I have learned that it takes 20 night smelt to make a meal, and I'm only in this for dinner tonight. Just saw a couple. Hey, there we go. There's one. I think yeah. Yeah, let's try right here and see. Keep it down, bring it up, and we got that one. Oh, we got two, and a lot of sand crabs. We'll dump the sand crabs. 1, 2, 3. That was a good wave for smelt. There was a lot of momentum on that wave and no smelt in it. Let's try not to kill ourselves, eh, Sean? We got one. That was a hard won smelt.
Do you think you can convince anybody in your CSA to eat sand crab?
Man, you know, there's guys making videos about how delicious sand crabs are.
Fry them up or something?
I tried it. It was kind of like sucking on miniature helmets that have a little bit of a shrimp flavor. The sand looks great, everything looks great, no smelt. I was gonna say tonight's the perfect night for me to be dragged out while you're filming me.
I finally got it on.
5 million hits. Kirk Lombard dragged to his death. Empty. Total emptiness. All right, well. Okay, shit. Okay, well, here we are. You can see the lovely shadow of my camera, the professionalism here. So I have just about, I'd call that 3/4 of a hat full. That's how it's been the last few years. I'm like the only guy left doing this, and that's why. Because most people, you know, they do this kind of fishing, they want abundance. But I guess I just like torturing myself, walking up and down these beaches, dipping 1,000 times, and resting from the ocean a hard-won 20 fish. Yeah, not great. Actually, really bad. In fact, that might be the lowest total of night smelt ever caught in a 3-hour fishing window. In any case, it's enough for my breakfast tomorrow. Hopefully it was useful. You guys can see how you dip, how you use the net, how it works. But it's pretty humorous, you know, because on a good night doing this, you know, there are the moments when you can't actually lift the net because there's so many night smelt in it. But that did not happen. In fact, that hasn't happened in about 5 years in this neck of the woods. Tomorrow we'll be frying these puppies up. Kirk out. Night smelt just washing up on the beach itself, and I'll follow this wave down, see if we get some action. You can see them sparkling in the foam, but it's probably not looking like much on this stupid camera. Oh my god, look at this. Look at these fish, it's just insane. There goes my camera into the water.